He was born in 1860 in Budapest. He was a Hungarian Jew. His family was part of a Jewish movement that was really, their highest goal was assimilation. It was to join the elite of Hungarian and German society and be less Jewish, to kind of hide, not really hide Jewishness, but the last thing they were thinking about was leaving Europe and trying to move to the Holy Land and set up a Jewish state. That was not how he was raised. That was not what he was thinking about. He was a scholar. He was a journalist. Okay? But what happened in the 1880s, there were some events, some things we called pogroms, terrible riots and waves of anti-Semitism and Jewish persecution and murder in Eastern Europe. Also in the 1880s, something happened in Paris called the Dreyfus Affair. Again, you can go online and read about it. But it was an event which shocked the Jewish world in Europe and shocked families and people like Theodor Herzl into realizing that no matter how hard they were going to try to educate themselves and be part of an enlightened Western European society in Hungary or Germany or Paris or London, that there was something very, very, very deep in Europe that when push came to shove was going to be pull out that card of the Jews and anti-Semitism. And within a few years, Herzl went through a transformation to becoming the pioneer, the visionary. His name in Hebrew is José HaMedina, the visionary or prophet of the state. He wrote this little pamphlet called Der Judenstaat, in German, the Jewish state, the Jewish nation. And within a few years, this thing, it just went, we would say today, it went viral. There was no internet back then, but it just was translated. And there were Christians also, Christian Zionists, someone named Reverend William Hechler, an Anglican minister. This was in the late 1800s also in England, in Germany, in America. There was a heightened awareness of biblical prophecy and of God's faithfulness to Israel and the Jewish people. God put all these things together in certain events in 1895, 1896, and like this, used Theodor Herzl, opened doors for him. Hechler, this Christian Zionist minister, helped him a lot into the halls of power in Istanbul and Germany and London. I mean, doors just opened up for him, and the Zionist movement was born, and the infrastructure, financial, political, were just laid, these foundations during those years, which began a whole process that eventually led to the birth of the independent nation of Israel in 1948. So he is a great figure in our history, but for us, it's just to think that someone did he believe in God? How did he believe in God? We're not sure. But God used him. He was available and God used him, and he can use us also to change history.